Hi guys, I am going to post the week 3 on my fall goal series. Coming up here, I will flip you around and show you what I did this week. All right guys, hopefully that is coming in clear and you can see it okay. Looks like you can. This is week 3 of my fall goal series. September 24th on a Sunday, I got 100 ounces of water. I got a blue dot, still coughing like crazy. 11,604 steps, 16 floors that day. We went walking at our old college where we used to go to college, and there's a ton of hills back in there, and I shared that video with you. Yes, tracked and weighed everything. On Monday, I had 90 ounces of water, got a blue dot, steps were 16,532 with 10 floors. And just so you guys know, I think I mentioned I do take my Fitbit off when I do dishes, so this is all pretty much just moving. Tracked, weighed, and measured everything. Cleaned a lot today, so I got a lot of movement there, but I did not walk outside. On Tuesday, on September 26th, 90 ounces of water, got a blue dot, 10,255 steps with 7 floors. However, I think that was wrong because I looked back and these 2 days were filled out correctly at first, but then they went down to 7 and 9 floors. And I know for a fact that I worked and got that extra floor there and that one for sure. But I'm pretty sure I did this one too. So I don't know what happened with these 2 days, but I'm pretty sure I got them. Either way, I counted for 7 floors. I weighed and measured everything, and we did walk outside over a mile. Wednesday, the 27th, 90 ounces of water, got my blue dot, 12,056 steps, 9 floors, which I think I got 10. Yes, I tracked and measured everything, and we walked outside again. On Thursday, September 28th, I got 90 ounces of water. I did not get a blue dot. I went 16 over that day. That was a crazy day. 12,550 steps, 10 floors, weighed and measured everything, and we did walk outside a mile. This is one thing I'm overcoming. When I do this and go over my points, and I know I've been over my points, I usually will not walk outside or do any form of exercise because I already feel like I screwed up the day. But I don't do that anymore, guys. I'm so happy about that. I feel good about that. So Friday, the 29th, I got 90 ounces of water, got my blue dot, 5 points left for the day, so I had points remaining. Actually, you know what? Then I don't think I got my blue dot. So this is going to have to change to no, because I think you only can be under by 3. Dang it. 12,045 steps, 10 floors, weighed and measured everything, and we did walk outside again. And then the last day on Saturday, 90 ounces of water, did not get my blue dots. I was over by, I didn't mark how many I was over by, but I'm pretty sure I was over by like 5 to 10 points again. 15,528 steps and 50 floors. Oh, I remember this day. This is the day we went to Copper Falls. I was 3 over my point, so it wasn't too bad. I remember that for sure. Weighed and measured everything, and I tracked everything. This was a huge day. We got 50 floors that day. We got 40 just at Copper Falls, and then when I found out that we needed just 10 more to get our badge, we hiked it and got 10 more floors. So that is it. Let me flip you around. Okay, guys. I did go over my blue dots. Let's see, 1, 2 days. 2 days is what I went over. So it wasn't too bad. I do allow myself to go over or under twice. So, you know, I'm not going to really beat myself up about that because I feel like I did pretty good this week. I got over 10,000 steps on every single day and 10 flights of stairs almost every day, except for those 2 days that I think really screwed up, but I'm just counting them as it says in there because I could possibly be wrong. I don't know, maybe I don't know what happened there. So I'm just leaving them, and we're gonna figure 7 floors and 9 floors for those 2 days. We'll just count it as that. Anyway, I am feeling really good about this week. And I will finish talking to you about all of this in the car because I have to go to my mammogram appointment and run to the grocery store and stuff. So I will, and plus I want to get this video uploaded really quickly because I haven't posted a video in a couple days again. And I am recording my food today, so you will get a video tonight on my food if I can get this one up fast enough. Because as you know, to upload a video on my internet is so slow. It's like a 5-minute video takes 5 hours. It's crazy. So I wish that I had faster internet, but I don't. And so I'll have to work with what I have. Anyway, I will see you guys in the car. Okay guys, I was going to film the rest of this in my car. I changed my mind because I can't seem to think at the same time that I'm driving. So I decided to just wait till I got home after my mammogram and grocery shopping and just do it here. So let's start out by saying that I think I mentioned maybe in one of my videos that I had a physical coming up with my doctor. I did get the blood panel drawn and my test results had come back from that. And I just wanted to share with you what went on there. My doctor was very, very pleased with my test results and with my blood pressure. However, she did not take me off my blood pressure meds just yet. She says maybe in about 50 more pounds, she might consider taking me off and see how I do. Right now, she's going to leave me on because my blood pressure is perfect right now and she doesn't want it to go up higher after she takes me off. So she's going to leave it alone because I've been on it about a year, a little bit more than a year. So she's going to leave that alone for now. However, my sugar levels came down 20 points, you guys. 20 points is amazing. I was very, very close to being put on cholesterol pills. That has right in the level she wants it now. And everything looks perfect. You know, there's a little line in between where you should be, and mine is in the middle pretty much of all of them. The only thing that I have to work on is my good cholesterol. That was a little bit lower, I believe, than she wanted it to be, so I have to work on getting that up there. Otherwise, everything else is great. So I am very, very pleased with the work that I did on myself, and it's worth it. It's really worth it to put in that extra effort. I'm shocked at my sugar levels because I know she was kind of worried about that last time she spoke to me about that. And my aunt has sugar diabetes, and there's many other family members that have sugar diabetes in my family as well. So I really had to work on that and get the sugars out of my life. So I've got enough sweetness going on in my life, my children and my husband. So I am full of sugar. So I took care of that problem. Going to work on the blood pressure meds. I'm going to work at getting that extra weight off. Sandy has challenged me. So I am taking you up on that challenge, Sandy, and she said she's going to lose to her 50 pounds before I get to my 100. I have to work because I have a little more to lose than her, just a few more pounds to lose more than her. So I'm going to work hard at that, Sandy, even though I screwed up yesterday. I did terrible yesterday. I went so much over my points. I'll share that in week 4 because that one is for week 4. But I'm doing good today and going to work hard. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about next week, I'm going to bring it up this week because I want you guys to think about it, is excuses. What excuses do you use? Give me some ideas down in the description box of what excuses you use to go off plan and make yourself think that it's okay. And I'm going to think about excuses this week, and I'm going to bring it up next week on the excuses that I use. I used to be queen of excuses. I'm also going to ask my friend. Her and I were both queen of excuses. So I'm going to get some ideas from her, the excuses that she uses, and I'm going to share it all with you next week. And let me know so I can add it in my video because I'm searching for some excuses and how we can fix those excuses and switch our mindset over. The weekly was very, very interesting. Shift your thinking. This really came in handy for me this week because, man, I was focused. The last couple of weeks, my vision was like this. There was no looking anywhere else but straight ahead. I was having perfect weeks. And then all of a sudden, I decided, like last night was my worst day since I started so far. And like I said, I'll share that next week with you. But this helped me straighten my mindset out today. You have your mindset shifts all the time, and you're either in a fixed mindset, which is where I was fixed, but it was in a good way. Otherwise, you're in a growth mindset. They recommend being in the growth mindset, is from what I get out of this. Shifting to a growth mindset can unleash positive, powerful changes, it says. And I totally agree with that, because when you're in a focused mindset, like I was the last couple of weeks, you're bound to fall off track, and you're bound to binge, and because you're just yearning for that. You know, I was being so good, and I wasn't allowing myself to go off plan at all. And I was telling myself, no, you can't have that, where I shouldn't be doing that. If I wanted something, I should have had even a little bit of it, where yesterday I allowed myself to have all kinds of things that I shouldn't have had, because I was so focused those last couple of weeks. I was really craving that. So I'm going to learn on changing my mindset to have a growth mindset, and just not be so focused and so set in my ways. I still have to learn that. And you just can't always be perfect all the time. Nobody is perfect all the time. And even though I screwed up yesterday, I'm back on track today. I don't feel bad about it. I am moving on, and I feel great today. So I still have a chance of having a loss this next week, even though I screwed up yesterday really bad. And I'm not worried about it. So let's move on. And I'm going to do the best I can today and tomorrow and the next day. And Saturday is weigh-in, so I have a few days to get that extra water weight back off, because yeah, I did put some on, and I'm over what I was at Weight Watchers. That's bound to happen. You're bound to fluctuate all over the place. So that's why they recommend not weighing in every night and every day. Miley, please go away. My dogs, I'm telling you, all they want is attention constantly. I have Luna in her kennel because I can't watch her while I'm doing this, and she runs down and eats cat poop, you know. So she's in her kennel bouncing around, she's walking around, and it's kind of noisy. I'm sorry about that. And of course I don't have my mic on. I'm trying to speak loud because I forgot my mic in my car, and I wanted to get this done, guys. I just need to get it done and uploaded. So anyway, one thing that happened to me when we went to Copper Falls, we stopped at Subway for the boys, and I decided that I was not having Subway. I was going to have tuna sandwiches. So I brought all my tuna stuff into Subway. I made my sandwiches. Nobody said anything to me about it. But the biggest thing, we fit in the booths. You know, Subway has the tiniest booths that I've ever sat in my entire life. And when I was 325, I did not fit in those booths. It was not even close. Last week when we went to Copper Falls, I sat in that booth and I fit in them. My husband fit in them, and we felt pretty darn good about it, because we no longer have to ask. That is definitely the smallest booth I've ever seen. So if I can fit in the Subway booths, I can fit in any booth, because that is the smallest one I've ever encountered. That's the only one that I actually didn't fit in. At least the other ones I could squeeze in. I mean, yeah, I had fat hanging over and stuff, but at least I fit in them, and I could kind of sit sideways and be comfortable enough to sit and eat. But at Subway ones, there's not a chance. So fit in those. I'm really super, super stoked about that. And just these little things. What I find is that when I'm going through my hard times through this journey, and most of it's definitely fun for me, I have to admit that, but there are some tough times that I wonder if I'm going to make it through, and I'm going to wonder if I'm going to start gaining again. But those times always seem to come with a motivational boost, you know, like the seat at Subway, or when we went to the meeting the other day, our leader was talking about our recharging chair. Like, that is the chair that you recharge in for the week. That sort of thing just gives me those boosts of motivation and inspiration that I need. Your videos, there's certain ones that really, really touch me and get me motivated. And then there's other ones that I learn from. Everything always seems to come with that little pop of inspiration once in a while. If you look for it, you'll see it. Be sure to look for those little pops, those little bursts of motivation that you find in your regular life. The other day on Facebook, I was talking to somebody about, I can't even remember what it was. I haven't been mentioning my weight loss on Facebook at all because every time I do that, I sabotage myself, and that I don't know what it is. I think because all of my friends and family are watching and I don't want them to know what I'm doing, and I don't want them to know when I fail. So I just don't mention it at all. And so I kind of mentioned something in comments, not thinking that everybody can see your comments too. I mentioned in comments that I was 8 pounds away from reaching my 100-pound goal. And I think it was my mother-in-law, she had posted how proud my neighbors were of me as well. So that was a little boost of energy that I needed to just get going that day. And just every day I find something that's like, oh, wow, that's really motivational. Now I really want to keep moving. So look for those in your regular life. They're there. You just have to notice them and find them. And you can make it through the day. You can make it through that day. The next day, look for your new little boost and you'll make it through that day. It's just little things like that. I'm going to talk about points. Your Weight Watchers points. I'm at 32 now. I started out at 49. That's a 17-point difference. It's over 3/4 of your regular points that you get when you're at 30. It's been difficult to go lower. At 49, I was totally fine, never hungry at all. And sometimes I couldn't even eat all of those. But now that I'm at 32, I find myself getting a little bit hungrier, and that's when I get a little snacky. However, I only get hungry and snacky when I eat out and I have a high point meal. Like when you eat out at a sit-down restaurant, you feel like it's a little bit healthier option, but the points are usually crazy high. So like our breakfast that we used to sit down to on Monday nights, we used to go out and have breakfast for dinner, and I'd spend 25 to 27 points. That was almost all my points for the entire day. So we switched our mindset on that. We no longer go out to eat on weigh-in day. I had to make that change because of the lower points now. And it's helping so much, because when I would eat that meal, I would feel hungry shortly after that because it was fat-filled and fried, and it wasn't the healthiest for us. So I made that switch. I recommend you guys making that switch as well. If you're doing that, if you're going out, if you're struggling, and on weigh-in day, you just think, oh, I'm going to go out and have a big pizza or a sit-down restaurant meal because I just weighed in and I'm going to pig out today. I recommend, if you really want to keep losing, stop doing that and stick to your points on weigh-in day. That's what we started doing, a month ago now. And it's really, really working for me. I'm starting to see the loss come in now. And even though I am going over my points by sometimes 10 to 20 points, 2 days out of the week, I'm still seeing the losses come in. So I'm praying for the same thing for next week, because I did go over a couple days this week again. And yesterday was my highest day. I think I don't even remember what I went over, but it was a lot. I'll have to look at my thing. I think it was like 30 points over or something. It was a crazy amount. So anyway, we'll see how that works out. But on Saturday, we did not go out and have eat out food or anything like that. We haven't eaten out anything for a long, long time. For me, it's been over a month now. For my husband, they just had Subway the other day, but that was all he had since we started doing that. And it works. It really does. If you really, really want to eat out, then do it, because if you don't, you're probably going to splurge anyway. But if you really, really want the loss, darn it, I just cook at home. It tastes better, doesn't it? It does. It tastes better anyway. For me, it does. And even like when we sit down for eggs and bacon at the sit-down restaurant that we think is okay to do sometimes, it just doesn't taste the same as when you cook it at home. When you cook it at home, it's just so much better. And you know the oils you're putting in it. You don't know if they're frying those hash browns in 5 tablespoons of oil or just 1, or, obviously, they're cooking it in regular oil, vegetable oil. So you got to count all those points as well. It's just, you know what you're putting in your own meals. So when you're cooking at home, it really, really helps stay on track, because you know exactly how many points you're putting in that pan. And that is just a big recommendation for me. I found it works wonderful for me. And yeah, there's going to be times when we're going to eat out and we're going to really love it. It's just going to happen sometimes, but I would never do it every day. I would not recommend doing it every day, that's for sure. Maybe once a week. My doctor told me once a month is all I should be eating out for my health because of my high blood pressure and to keep my cholesterol where she wants it to be. She only recommends eating out once a month. So that's what I've been doing. And it is time to eat out again, but I don't even know if I want to. I haven't had the urge to eat out. So as long as I don't, I'm going to eat at home. I'm just going to cook at home. Definitely recommend that. And then the excuses for next week. Give me some excuses, guys. Show me what you say when you want to pick out and try to make it okay. And I will share my excuses with you next Wednesday. So until then, I am going to close it up here, try to get this uploaded very quickly, and try to get my what I ate out tonight, overnight, and it should show up in the morning. So this one I hope shows up tonight yet. It is almost 3 o'clock. So hopefully it'll get uploaded in a few hours. I'm still working on my Copper Falls video, guys. Of course, that's going to be a long video, so I'm going to have to go to my niece's to upload that one. I love going to her house. She has fast internet. So I'll upload that there, but I got to get it all edited, and it's taking forever. There's so many things that I wanted to share with you guys. I didn't want to leave any pictures out, so it's a long video, and you may not want to watch a long video. But go right to the end and check out those pictures of Copper Falls. Beautiful, beautiful place. If you don't want to watch the video, just at least go to the photos at the end because there are some awesome photos. And if you guys are ever in northern Wisconsin, you've got to check out that state park. Copper Falls State Park, one of the prettiest ones we've seen so far. Lots of waterfalls in that park. We got a really nice photo, a selfie photo of us. Right in front of one of the waterfalls. It looks perfect. I'm going to actually blow it up and hang it on my wall. Hopefully I can get a good print of it. I'm going to try to do like I don't know if an 8x10 will work from a phone photo or not, but I'm going to try to do 5x7 for sure because it turned out so cute, you guys. It was just adorable. And I'm going to post that in one of the photos too. And that is it, guys, for this week number 3 of the Fall Goal series. I hope you guys are enjoying these, and I hope they're helping you out. But next week, we're talking excuses, so we will talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.